Antonio the Meatball by Bridget Magee. Hello, friend. Nice to meet you. Voila! Perfecto! The perfect meatballs for my perfect spaghetti. I fry you up nice, and then into my sauce you go. Chef Lucia carefully placed the rolled balls of meat into a pan. Let's have a ball! Squished among his panmates, Antonio reveled in Chef Lucia's words as his panmates sizzled this song. We're rolled in a ball, we're fried in a pan, we're put in a sauce, we're eaten by a man. But Antonio didn't hear any of it. I'm perfect. Let the good times roll. Then Lucia plopped the meatballs, whee! Plop, 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 into a pan of spaghetti sauce. Plop! Antonio let the fresh sauce ooze over him like a warm hug. Ah, that just feels right. The perfect meatball for my perfect spaghetti noodles. Basil, parsley, and fini. Order up, Lucia bellowed from the kitchen. Slippity-doo-dah! I hope everyone can see how perfect I am. Antonio shifted his meaty girth to balance on his pasta perch as he was carried into the dining room. With a gentle thud, Antonio was set in front of a man with a very wet, red, runny nose. Thank you very much, Sniff. Spaghetti and meatballs should help you feel better, sweetheart. Eek! Mr. Runnynose is stabbing the spaghetti right out from under me. Stab, twist, lift. I'll try a bite. Mmm. A bite? Lucia didn't say anything about being eaten. Antonio watched as the perfect spaghetti disappeared from under him. I have to get out of here. Just as Antonio shifted his meaty girth forward, ah, ah, achoo! Antonio rolled around and around and around until he was able to hide behind the wicker basket. Phew! Antonio looked around. No plate, no pasta. This is a whole new ball game. Please pass the bread. Sniff. Yikes! With another meaty shift, Antonio was on the move again. Roll, drop, stop. Antonio squished himself under a napkin. Safe at last. Suddenly, the napkin was picked up and taken away on a tray. I'm a trippin' ball. Where is Chef Lucia? She knows I'm perfect. Antonio looked around the kitchen. He had to make a plan. Quick. Before anyone noticed him, Antonio tucked his roundy body into a corner and waited for morning. Shh! Don't tell anyone I'm here. Voila! Perfecto! The perfect meatballs for my perfect spaghetti. I fry you up nice, then into my sauce you go. Antonio woke up to Chef Lucia's booming voice. Wait! She said that to me yesterday. Now she's rolling out fresh meat? Antonio watched as Lucia carefully placed rolled balls of meat into a pan. Again. This time Antonio heard the sizzling song. We're rolled in a ball, we're fried in a pan, we're put in a sauce, we're eaten by a man. I'm not meant to be perfect, I'm meant to be eaten. I've uncovered the mystery meat of my existence. Antonio finally understood. One last time Antonio shifted his meatiness into motion. Around and around and around until he launched himself into a fresh pan of bubbling spaghetti sauce. Yippee! A generous scoop of my perfect meatball sauce for my perfect spaghetti noodles. Basil, parsley, and finis. Order up! Lucia bellowed from the kitchen. Antonio the Meatball was carried into the dining room one last time. No more slippity doodah for me. Here comes the final curveball. Stab, twist, lift. Antonio was finally finis. Later that evening, a man could be heard telling his partner, I don't feel so well. I'm wondering if it's something I ate.